everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video, and this is my Ghost Spider review video and price prediction breakdown for the Ghost Spider drop that's coming up on Veve. Here is a first look at her. She looks, in my opinion, absolutely awesome right here with her mask on. This pose is really iconic. I am going to actually show you where this pose comes from. It's from a comic book that you may not know of. And you can go out and get that variant cover right now if you want. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm also going to tell you about what version of, Gwen Stacy this is and why she has the art that she has on her face in particular when you do the tap reveal, which is this one right here. There's a specific reason that she's drawn this way and she looks this way, because I know there are a lot of people who are on X right now who are unsure about the quality of the face, but guaranteed she looks great in the app. She definitely looks a lot better in the app than she does in the photos, just so you know. But this version and how it's drawn is a specific version of Gwen Stacy. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is in just a second. So if you do like this video, make sure you smash like as always. And also, please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Are you going for this drop? I'm doing a poll question right now over on X. And I asked right here from yesterday, because this is the 28th of March when I'm doing this video, will you be going for the Ghost Spider drop on Veve this Sunday? 58% of you so far who have replied have said no, which is interesting, but maybe this video will help change some of your minds, because I'm going for this drop 150,000%. I need to have this collectible in my collection for sure. I mean, it's no joke. If you look at the actual animation and how she looks actually sitting there, and you can see it on screen right now. You can see her web is moving around, and it is a tap to reveal, where you tap to reveal to get either her without mask or the mask on. So you can leave the mask on if you don't really like the rendition of the mask off. It's up to you. It's not like you have to have that. So it's a really neat feature in that regard. I would have loved to see a greater animation, of course, like Miles Morales jumping around, but we're not getting that. So we have to go with what we're getting. But I would have loved to see that, something along those lines, but that's not what we're getting. So we're getting this, but I still think this is going to look great in the app. Now, where does this come from? What is this all about with her face? Why does it look this way? Well, if you watch Corey's video on Veve, which is actually in the article, which I'll break down in just a second, it is this version of Gwen Stacy from her first appearance comic. You can see the art style on the face. You can see the little pink kind of like headband that she's got there. And you can see the style of ink and drawing right here. This is the style that we're getting that matches up with her face here. This is why it looks this way. It's because of this art style right here. Now, he breaks it down beautifully there for sure. This is the version now, but the pose is another thing. This pose right here actually comes from a comic book called Ghost Spider #1, which is a really nice comic book. This is a variant cover right here of the original cover, which is actually this one right here, Ghost Spider #1. You can see on the cover. This is the variant pose that you can actually go and get. You can see it matches exactly up pretty much with the comic, with the character that we have on Veve right here. So it's a really cool. If you go on Go Collect, you can see you can pick up this variant cover right here. It's the Crane variant cover, and that comic came out in 2019, and it goes for about $85 or so. So that's actually the one to match up this right here. But that's the version we're getting in regards to how she's drawn is her first appearance. So when you look at the face right here and you look at the rendition, that should help you, in regards to like understanding why they didn't give us the one from the MCU, not the MCU, sorry, but from the animated film that people love so much, the Miles Morales movie. That Gwen Stacy, that Ghost Spider, we're not getting. We're getting the first appearance from the comic book. So I actually think that makes this one better. That's just my personal opinion. You guys can decide what you want, but I'm going after this one 150,000%. Let's get to the article breakdown right now, and we can talk about how many copies she has. But there she is, Marvel Ghost Spider, dropping on Sunday, March 31st to end off an absolutely crazy month of March with a really nice character like this. This is really, we've got so much amazing stuff. I think this drop's going to do just fine, even though people are saying they're not going to really go for it on my poll question. I think as we get closer to the weekend, people will. There's Corey's video. Got to watch that huge breakdown. You can see she looks fantastic, in my opinion, just like this on her own. I'll keep her with the mask on, not even because I don't necessarily like the mask off. I just actually prefer the mask on just as a Spidey fan next to my Miles Morales. And I'm going to want to have one in there. Now, check it out. 40 gems on the price. 2,200 editions. I don't have a problem with that. I would have actually liked it to be not a common, maybe like an ultra rare or something like that. But it is going to be a single solo set, and it's not going to give you as much MCP as like a secret rare would have. And I would have also liked to have a secret rare chase in here with another pose, like they did the Stormtrooper. You know how they had the regular one and then they had the chase one, but we're not getting that. We're just getting this. So we just got to go with the numbers that we have right here. I think it's going to do just fine. I do think at 2,200 editions, I do think it sells out. I don't necessarily think you're going to have to use MCP on this because people are torn about how she looks right here. They're not sure if they like it or not. But I do think that seeing this might help people understand what exactly they're trying to do here. But I don't think you're going to have to use MCP. Now, do whatever you want. This is just my opinion. None of this is financial advice, obviously, but I do think that she's going to sell out, you know, maybe not in the first minute just because of the hesitancy, but definitely I think people are going to go into the aftermarket and buy her and add her to the collection. Some people might want to try to get her for cheaper and just kind of put her away. But I do think that a lot of people are going to go for this drop. And I do think it's going to do all right. Now, initially, will it be over retail? Will it be double the price? At first, when this announcement came out, I was thinking that she was going to be like double the price of retail. But I do actually think she's going to be closer to retail, maybe even just a bit under, just by people's like, you know, reactions so far. But as we get closer to Sunday, because we're still 3 or 4 days away, I think that people's minds are going to change a little bit. And I think people are going to get like a little bit more interested in this one for sure once we see the animation on the web app, because when you actually look at it on the app, she looks absolutely awesome. I mean, look at the detail there. She's going to look great in your vault. So I think as that happens and people are able to see that animation on there and break it down a little bit more and get a little bit closer into it, I think people are really going to start, you know, picking up momentum on this drop. Only 2,200 editions, so it's not crazy high. It's not like it's 5,000 like the Hulk or 4,000 or whatever like the Hulk. And it's not an FA though either. So we do have that one, you know, on the as a Marvel Mighty. So we're not going to get that FA kind of extra bump in value. But like I said, I think people will decide that they do want to go for this. I think this does sell out. Like I said, I think it goes for somewhere around retail. If you're talking about my price predictions and all that, you know, I really want to know your price predictions as well. It's time for your thoughts. What do you think about what I presented here today and what the information I've given you specifically about this comic book right here and where the pose comes from, and specifically about the drawing style and where this actually rendition of her right there, you can see she's got the slippers on right here. Same thing in this comic. She's got the slippers on. Same thing right here. This is the version we're getting. So you guys got to let me know what you think about this. Are you going after it? Are you going to do my poll question right here? You know, are you going to be one of the people that says, no, I'm going for the drop? I am for sure. Maybe I can get myself a nice mint number, and then I might even pick up a couple in the aftermarket. If people start dumping her for under 20 gems, that would be absolutely amazing in my opinion. But I'm looking forward to this one. I've been wanting this character to come as a premium figure in the app for a long time to add to my Spidey collection. And when we get Venom and we get Carnage coming up, we'll have, you know, Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and a few other versions as well, like, you know, like the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man and the Ben Reilly. They're all going to look amazing in our collections for sure. So I'm going after this one. Anyway, good luck on the drop. If you're going for it, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one, and happy collecting.